I do think it's true that fundamentally any of us, the finite systems, are going to necessarily have a limited perspective on reality. We're going to have a coarse graining that we have to construct. And so this notion of living in a simulation, guaranteed, of course you are, of your own making, because it is impossible for any finite being to kind of access. It's like it's like a camera with no aperture. Like, you can try to take it all in, but if you're a finite mind, you're never going to get anywhere if you try to track microstates. And the minute you're coarse graining, you're bringing more of yourself. You're putting your own interpretation onto what's going on, right? So there's a sort of continued feedback that we are all a kind of observer. Everything we're seeing has as much of us, or maybe more, as of reality. I think is really critical.
Yeah, and I think
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I understand what the distinction is. Like, I know you could have extra claims like, well, it's also created by aliens who are watching this in the zoo. Like, I don't,
right.
That's like, I don't think we can say any of that. Our interpretation of reality is massively determined by our own structure and by our priors and various limitations. I mean, over time, even within the same architecture, two people are watching a tree being cut down. If you ask at that second, what do they see? They might both agree that is what they see. But one of them is going to say, oh, it's the destruction of the environment, obviously. And the other one's going to say, well, what I see is a beautiful furniture factory going up, right? So even when we can agree on the physical facts in the short term, a lot of people do not agree on what the bigger picture of reality is, right? It's very difficult to get consensus on that stuff.